Hollywood once forced its brightest stars into secret lavender marriages, glamorous weddings hiding truths that could have destroyed their careers if exposed. These carefully staged relationships kept studio darlings safe from scandal, while tabloids and fans never suspected a thing. Behind perfect red carpet smiles were deals, fear, and very real friendships born from fake love stories that sometimes lasted for years. But what were these couples really hiding from the world? And how far did the studios go to protect the lie? But before starting this video, please subscribe to the channel and like it. This will help develop the channel. 1. Tyrone Power and Annabella, a wedding straight out of the Star's playbook. Tyrone Power and Annabella took their on-screen sparks all the way to the altar, turning romance rumors into real vows, with Don Ameche standing up as the best man, and Pat Patterson serving as the matron of honor, That's Mrs. Charles Boyer. This glamorous event had everyone buzzing back then. Tyrone Power was this dashing leading man who made hearts flutter in black and white flicks, and Annabella was a French beauty with that exotic charm. Their ceremony felt like a fairy tale from the tabloids, complete with Hollywood's A-listers cheering them on. 2. Cary Grant and Dyan Cannon. Cary Grant, wait folks. That's Cary Grant, one of Hollywood's all-time favorite leading men, the guy with the suave smile and perfect suits, and actress Dyan Cannon tied the knot in 1965. They welcomed a daughter into the world and for a good stretch looked like the ultimate happy couple, posing for photos, attending galas, and seeming so in sync. But as the years rolled by, whispers started creeping out about Cary's off-screen world, painting a picture way different from the polished image he showed the world. Together, Cary and Dyan built this family life that seemed straight out of a rom-com, raising their little girl amid the flashbulbs and fame. Yet, later on, a controversial book by Scotty Bowers, this dude who said he hooked up discreet hookups for Tinseltown's top dogs, dropped some bombshells. Scotty claimed Cary had this long, ongoing romantic connection with actor Randolph Scott, painting them as secret partners who shared homes and vacations back in the 30s. These tales added layers to Cary's mysterious side, making fans rethinking all those debonair roles he nailed so perfectly. Even though Cary Grant never confirmed any of those juicy stories himself, they definitely shifted how people saw his super-controlled public persona, like peeking behind the curtain of a magic show. He always came across as the ultimate gentleman bachelor type before settling down. But these revelations hinted at a more complex guy navigating a judgmental era. It's fascinating how one man's carefully crafted image could spark endless debates decades later. The marriage between Cary and Dyan wrapped up in divorce in 1968. But both parents kept showing tons of love for their daughter right up until the end. They co-parented with class, avoiding mudslinging in the press, which was rare for Hollywood splits back then. Their story highlights how even amid personal twists, family stayed front and center for these stars. 3. Judy Garland and Mark Herron. Judy Garland and Mark Herron. Judy Garland, the one and only star who made us all believe in rainbows from The Wizard of Oz, had this short and rocky marriage to actor Mark Herron. They said "I do" in 1965 in the glitzy lights of Las Vegas, hoping for a fresh start amid her whirlwind life. But things backstage were way messier than the wedding photos let on, with tensions bubbling under the surface from day one. Mark Herron had already been in a serious, long-haul relationship with actor Henry Brandon long before Judy entered the picture. And word on the street was that tying the knot with her was mostly about polishing up his public face for the cameras. This kind of setup fit right into the lavender marriage trend, where appearances trumped everything else in showbiz. Folks in the know whispered that it was all a shield against prying eyes in an unforgiving town. The whole thing fizzled out after just a handful of months, leading to a separation that felt inevitable to insiders. They officially parted ways in divorce a little over 1 year later, wrapping up what was always more storm than sunshine. Judy powered through with her signature grit, belting out hits and captivating audiences despite the chaos. Afterward, Mark Herron slid right back into life with his partner Henry Brandon, and those two stuck together strong until Brandon's passing in 1990. Their commitment outlasted all the Hollywood drama, becoming one of those quiet success stories amid the spotlight's glare. It's a reminder of enduring love finding its way, even when detours like quickie marriages get in the way. Judy, true to form, tackled the brutal demands of stardom head-on, even as her offstage world overflowed with heartache and hurdles. She poured her soul into performances that touched millions, turning personal pain into art that lives on forever. Her resilience became legend, inspiring generations to chase dreams no matter the cost. 4. Rudolph Valentino and Natasha Rambova. Rudolph Valentino and Natasha Rambova. Rudolph Valentino stood out as one of the very first massive romantic heartthrobs from the silent movie days, with those intense eyes that had ladies swooning in theaters worldwide. In 1923, he exchanged vows with Natasha Rambova, who wasn't just his wife, but also a talented costume designer and creative collaborator on his projects. Their pairing seemed artistic and passionate at first glance, fueling fan magazines with dreamy tales. But gossip flew fast about what their relationship really meant, including chatter around Valentino's own attractions and how it all fit into the era's strict rules. Some insiders guessed this marriage, like his earlier one, leaned more toward keeping up fronts for the public than deep romance. It was classic Hollywood smoke and mirrors, designed to quiet doubts and keep the idol worship going strong. The duo called it quits after exactly 2 years, with separations splashed across headlines that left fans heartbroken. Valentino's magnetic pull on screen, mixed with his shocking early departure from life at only 31 years old, locked in his status as a forever icon. Yet his behind-the-scenes world stayed wrapped in enigmas and what-ifs that keep historians chatting even now. His films still mesmerize with that raw charisma, pulling viewers into a bygone era of flappers and foxtrots. Natasha went on to shine in her design career, but their story lingers as a puzzle piece in silent cinema lore. Valentino's abrupt end sparked riots at his funeral, showing just how deeply he gripped the public's heart. 5. Cole Porter and Linda Lee Thomas. Cole Porter and Linda Lee Thomas. Cole Porter, the genius songwriter who gifted the world timeless hits like Night and Day and I've Got You Under My Skin, walked down the aisle with Linda Lee Thomas way back in 1919. She came from money as a divorced socialite who truly championed his talent and showered him with support through thick and thin. Their setup broke molds, blending companionship with creative sparks that fueled his Broadway magic. Linda stood by Cole through ups and downs, including his escapades with men that were an open secret in their circle. What held them tight wasn't conventional passion, but a rock-solid foundation of loyalty, warmth, and straight-up admiration for each other's worlds. They navigated fame's wild ride as true partners, hosting glittering parties and cheering each other's wins. This unconventional team stayed united all the way until Linda's departure in 1954, a bond that outshone many flashier Hollywood romances. Cole kept honoring her memory with tender words right up to his final days, crediting her as his muse and anchor. Their tale proves love can wear many faces, thriving on respect over romance alone. 6. Nils Asther and Vivien Duncan. Swedish-born actor Nils Asther shared a quick marriage with actress Vivien Duncan, his on-screen partner from the 1930 film Topsy and Eva. This union dropped in 1930, right as talk started swirling about Nils' private attractions that didn't match the straight-laced expectations. Many figured it was timed perfectly to hush those murmurs and keep his career chugging along in Hollywood's judgmental machine. The marriage brought one daughter named Evelyn into their lives, a bright spot amid the frenzy. But sparks didn't fly long. The whole thing unraveled fast, leading to divorce just 2 years down the line. Nils bounced back, juggling gigs in both American studios and European scenes, his brooding screen presence stealing hearts regardless. His mysterious vibe on film eclipsed the short-lived personal chapter, letting him craft a legacy of sultry roles that fans adored. Vivien moved on too, but Nils's path showed how stars reinvented after Lavender stumbles. Today his work pops up in classic revivals, reminding us of that exotic allure from old reels. 7. Alfred Lunt and Lynn Fontanne. Alfred Lunt and Lynn Fontanne lit up the American theater world for decades as unbeatable partners in crime on stage. Critics crowned them the ultimate husband and wife acting duo, with chemistry that crackled in plays from Broadway to beyond. Their teamwork wasn't just professional, it defined an era of live performance magic. Yet quiet talks floated around their offstage reality, suggesting their marriage served as a savvy cover for deeper truths in a less tolerant time. They never fed the rumor mill, opting for classy silence that preserved their aura of elegance. Instead, they poured energy into groundbreaking shows that wowed crowds night after night. The Lunts' narrative shines as one of profound teamwork, unmatched creativity, and steely resolve against prying eyes. They traveled the world performing, influencing actors who followed in their footsteps. Their private strength fueled public triumphs, making them timeless theater royalty. 8. Tallulah Bankhead and John Emery. Tallulah Bankhead earned her rep as one of show business's boldest, brassiest women, with a voice like velvet thunder and zero filter. Early on, during her days at convent schools, she explored romances with other girls, and those kinds of connections reportedly stuck around into her adult whirlwind. But in an age where such openness spelled career suicide, Tallulah opted to wed actor John Emery in 1937. This pairing hung on for 4 years without any kids, fitting the pattern of a nod to society's rules rather than a forever love match. Tallulah stayed her fierce, unfiltered self through it all, owning rooms and roles with that larger-than-life flair. Divorce came, but she never dimmed her spotlight. Whether the marriage aimed to blend in or buy time, Tallulah bucked boxes till her last curtain call. A firebrand who lived loud. Her stage triumphs and salty wit became stuff of legend, quoted in dressing rooms everywhere. She partied hard, loved boldly, and left a trail of unforgettable quips. 9. Barbara Stanwyck and Robert Taylor ranked as two of MGM's biggest moneymakers during Hollywood's shining golden age, starring in hits that packed theaters coast to coast, but away from the red carpets. Murmurs grew about their real identities clashing with studio-mandated straight images. Execs in the 1930s and 40s clamped down hard on any whiff of trouble that could tank ticket sales. Reports say MGM bosses, sweating over potential blow-ups, straight up orchestrated a marriage between these two hot properties to safeguard their bankable facades. They got hitched on May 13, 1939, in a ceremony dripping with glamour but zero spark. Word has it Taylor skipped the wedding kiss and headed straight to his mom's place for the so-called honeymoon night, setting a chilly tone from jump. Even with the awkward launch, Barbara and Robert kept up united appearances for a solid 12 years before splitting in 1951. They charmed at events, co-starred when it suited, and dodged personal digs like pros. Neither spilled beans on their inner worlds publicly, letting mystery linger. 10. Tyrone Power ruled as a silver screen dreamboat, with fan clubs worldwide drooling over his chiseled looks and swashbuckling roles. Hollywood whisperers and columnists loved speculating on his private leanings, though he dodged labels like a pro. Unlike some forced into sham weddings, Tyrone seemed to pick French actress Annabella out of real fondness, or maybe a mix of heart and image control. They sealed the deal in 1939, diving into what looked like bliss from afar. But as tales of Tyrone's links to both guys and gals leaked out, cracks showed in their setup. One rumored fling with Judy Garland even led to an unexpected pregnancy buzz, piling on the strain. Tyrone and Annabella hung in for nearly 10 years before divorcing in 1948. A run marked by passion, fights, and fame's grind. Annabella returned to Europe post-split, but Tyrone kept conquering box offices till his tragic end. Their saga mixes genuine sparks with era-forced facades. 11. Liza Minnelli and Peter Allen. Liza Minnelli, scion of Judy Garland and a cabaret queen herself, married Aussie singer-entertainer Peter Allen in 1967. On the surface, they screamed showbiz royalty glam events, duet vibes, the works. Fans ate it up as the next gen carrying the torch, but gossip mills churned quick, linking Peter romantically to Mark Herron, Judy's ex-hubby from that Vegas whirl. The perfect pair image started fraying at edges. Liza and Peter parted in divorce in 1974, but kept it civil, staying pals in the biz. 7 years post-split, Peter stepped out publicly as gay, owning his truth with grace. Liza, echoing her mom's path, grappled with fame's tangled web of hearts, spotlights, and hidden sides. 12. Janet Gaynor and Adrian Greenberg. Janet Gaynor snagged the very first Academy Award for Best Actress. A pioneer whose sweet roles melted hearts in silence and talkies alike. Her off-screen path twisted through multiple marriages that fizzled, drawing eyes to her relational world and whispers about her attractions. Before linking with famed costume whiz Adrian Greenberg, known pro-style as Adrian, she navigated plenty of public ups and downs. When Janet wed Adrian, insiders pegged it as a mutual shield from Hollywood's harsh glare on anything different. Their low-key vibe contrasted the town's frenzy. Despite the side-eye, they held steady for 20 years till Adrian's passing in 1959. Janet and Adrian's days together echoed quiet teamwork weathering industry storms. She eased into later life with poise, her Oscar legacy intact. Their bond stood as a subtle win in a loud era. 13. Judy Garland and Vincente Minnelli. Vincente Minnelli, maestro behind musical masterpieces like An American in Paris, kept things low-key pre-Hollywood breakout. Fame brought sexuality rumors his way, par for the course. Marrying Judy Garland in 1945 struck some as her knowing the score up front. They welcomed iconic daughter Liza Minnelli and rode out 6 years of marriage amid Judy's rising stars and personal waves. Judy later dished to Liza that fellas like Vincente made top-tier spouses, with wit and flair. Their split tied to Judy's mental health dips, while Vincente thrived directing gems. 14. Rock Hudson and Phyllis Gates. Rock Hudson towered as Hollywood's beefcake king, always romancing beauties on reel with that chiseled jaw. Industry folks knew his private truth was gay life. In 1955, Confidential Mag loomed with a dirt-dumping exposé on his secrets. Rock's agent hustled a speedy wedding to his secretary Phyllis Gates as damage control. They split after 3 years, with Phyllis later swearing she was clueless on his orientation, but skeptics rolled eyes. Rock stayed closeted publicly till his 1985 AIDS-related passing rocked the world, sparking vital talks on health and openness. 15. Danny Kaye and Sylvia Fine. Danny Kaye dazzled with comedy chops, songs, and slapstick that lit up screens and stages for millions. Vaudeville days sparked rumors of guy links for the funny man. Yet he wed pianist-composer Sylvia Fine in the 1940s, blending talents seamlessly. They raised daughter Dina and stayed wed till Danny's exit in 1987. Romantic, platonic, or hybrid, their tie rang true and tough. Danny's global goodwill tours and UNICEF work amplified his joy-spreading rep. 16. Rudolph Valentino and Jean Acker. One of the earliest buzzed-about Lavender links paired silent heartthrob Rudolph Valentino with actress Jean Acker in 1919. Wedding night turned farce. Jean bolted and locked Rudy out of their hotel room, igniting press frenzy and fan theories galore. The non-starter union never sparked physically, heading to formal divorce in 1923. Jean drew talk of lady loves, while Valentino fielded his own sexuality static lifelong. Post-split, Jean clung emotionally to Rudy, gutted by his sudden 1926 departure at 31, even mourning deep at his funeral. Their quirky, drama-packed flop endures as early Hollywood's juiciest riddle. 17. Oscar Wilde and Constance Mary Lloyd. Oscar Wilde, Ireland's witty playwright poet genius, married Constance Mary Lloyd in 1884. 2 sons, Cyril and Vivien, joined their Victorian family setup, looking oh so proper. But Oscar harbored a secret that exploded publicly. In 1895, arrest hit for gross indecency over a man's romance, leading to trial and 2 years hard labor verdict, a literary gut punch. Scandal shredded their marriage, but Constance never divorced, staying legally tied till Oscar's 1900 passing. Beauty crashed into sorrow, exposing era's brutal intolerance. 18. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy sizzled as Hollywood's dream team, on-screen fire and off-screen glue for over 2 decades. Electric chemistry fueled hits like Pat and Mike. But no classic romance here, deeper layers protected them both. Rumors hummed of Kate's women ties and Spencer's guy interests, despite his Catholic family man badge. True or not, their 26-year run till Spencer's 1967 end shielded from scrutiny. Unwed but unbreakable, built on respect, empathy, and shared hides, a rebel love defying norms. Hollywood's bygone days brimmed with hidden truths. Lavender Marriages let stars guard lives and livelihoods in a prying world. Thanks for tuning in. Hit like, subscribe for more deep dives into Tinseltown tales. Catch you next time. Which of these stories resonated with you the most? If you found value in this tribute, please share your thoughts. It helps keep the memory of these stars alive. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and like it. It really helps with channel promotion.